Good morning, students. Today, we are going to learn about a very important topic. It is called final accounts. Now, all of you get a report card at the end of the year, right? What does it show? It shows how you have performed. In the very same way, a business, any shop, any company, it also needs its own report card. And this business report card, which we prepare at the end of the year, is what we call final accounts. It's really as simple as that. But I want you to think for a minute. Why? Why would a shopkeeper do all this work? It is a lot of trouble, no? Why does he need to prepare these accounts at the end of every year? What is the actual purpose for him?
Students, listen carefully. This is very important. There are two main reasons. Kindly note this down. The first reason is he wants to know the result. Did his business make a profit, or did it suffer a loss for the whole year? And second, he needs to know his financial position. Now, what does that mean? It just means, what does the business own, and what does the business owe to other people on the last day of the year?
Okay, so if we want to find out this profit or loss, where do we begin? The very first step, our starting point, is preparing something called the trading account.
Let me explain this in simple words. Let us take one example. Imagine there is a fruit seller on the street corner. What is his main business? Just buying fruits and selling fruits, correct? The trading account only looks at this main business. It will only calculate the profit he made from buying and selling those fruits. Nothing else, just the main trading activity.
Now, this profit that we calculate from the trading account, it has a special name. We call it gross profit. Now, gross means the big total profit, the first level of profit. But listen carefully. This is not the final real profit of the business. It is just the first step. Okay, now everyone look at the screen. This is the format for a trading account. I want all of you to write this down in your notebooks. You see, it has two sides, a debit side on the left and a credit side on the right. This format is very important for your exams, so please draw it neatly.
So we have found the gross profit. But think about it. Is this the actual money the fruit seller takes home? Is this his real final profit?
The answer, of course, is no. That is not the real profit. To find the real profit, we must prepare the second account, and this is called the profit and loss account. Or for short, we can just say P&L account. This is where we find out the true profit.
So what is the difference? Let's be very clear. Gross profit, we learned, is only from buying and selling the goods, but net profit, this is the real profit. This is the actual money left after all the other expenses of the business are paid. Let's go back to our fruit seller. He made a gross profit from selling his fruits, yes? But does he have other expenses? Of course. Maybe he has to pay rent for his handcart. Maybe he pays someone to help him. These are all other expenses. So when we take his gross profit, and from that we subtract all these other expenses, what is left? That is the net profit. That is his real final earning.
All right, so now we know the net profit. We have reached the final step, and that is preparing the balance sheet. Now, the easiest way to understand a balance sheet is to think of it like a photograph. It is not a video, it's a photo, a snapshot of the business on one single day.
Now, this is a very important point. A balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement. You must remember this. What is the difference? An account, like the trading account, shows the full year's activity. But a statement, like a balance sheet, it shows the position on only one single day, like a photograph taken on 31st March. So this balance sheet, it has two sides. On one side, we write all the assets. Now, what are assets? Simply what the business owns. For example, in our school, this building, your desks, the blackboard, these are all assets of the school. And on the other side, we have liabilities. And liabilities are what the business owes to others. For example, if the school has taken a bank loan, that loan is a liability. Okay, look here at the format. Liabilities on the left side, assets on the right side. And here's the golden rule. You must never forget this. The total of the asset side must always be equal to the total of the liability side. Always. It is like a weighing scale, a terazu. Both sides must be perfectly equal. That is why it is called a balance sheet, because it must always balance. Okay, just one more small topic I want to cover. It is called closing stock. Now, many students get confused here, so please give me your full attention for a minute. So what is this closing stock? In simple words, it is the leftover goods, the stock that is not sold at the end of the year. And why is it an asset? It is an asset for the business because the shopkeeper can sell it next year and make money, correct? So it has value.
All right, students, that was the main part of our lesson today. So now, let's do a quick revision of what we have learned.
So what were the 3 steps of final accounts? Let's say it together. Step 1, prepare the trading account to find the gross profit. Step 2, prepare the profit and loss account to find the net profit. And step 3, prepare the balance sheet to see the financial position. It is a simple 1, 2, 3 process. So students, today we learned the basics of final accounts. We learned what is a trading account, a profit and loss account, and a balance sheet.
Now, before we finish, I have one question for you. I want you to think about this. Imagine your school canteen owner comes to you and he asks, Beta, can you tell me if I made a real profit last year? So which statement will you prepare for him? Think about this. And please revise this topic at home. We will discuss it more in the next class.
नमस्कार। क्या आप स्कूल में नौकरी ढूंढ रहे हैं लेकिन सही वैकेंसी की जानकारी आपको समय पर नहीं मिलती? और अगर आप एक स्कूल चला रहे हैं तो क्या आपको भी योग्य और भरोसेमंद स्टाफ ढूंढने में परेशानी होती है? आज यही समस्या हजारों लोगों और स्कूलों के सामने है। दोनों को एक दूसरे की जरूरत है, लेकिन फिर भी दोनों एक दूसरे तक पहुंच नहीं पाते। यही समस्या हमने देखी और इसी से जन्म हुआ schoolcareer.in का। ये एक ऐसा ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां स्कूल अपनी वैकेंसी पोस्ट कर सकते हैं और उम्मीदवार सीधे उन नौकरियों के लिए आवेदन कर सकते हैं। यहां केवल टीचर्स ही नहीं बल्कि स्कूल से जुड़े कई पदों के अवसर उपलब्ध हैं, जैसे ऑफिस स्टाफ, कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटर, अकाउंटेंट, लाइब्रेरियन और अन्य पद। हमारा लक्ष्य है स्कूलों और योग्य उम्मीदवारों को एक ही मंच पर जोड़ना। अगर आप स्कूल में अपना करियर बनाना चाहते हैं या अपने स्कूल के लिए बेहतरीन स्टाफ ढूंढना चाहते हैं तो आज ही विजिट कीजिए www.schoolcareer.in।
क्या आप एक योग्य शिक्षक हैं जो सही मंच की तलाश में हैं, या एक स्कूल जिसे जरूरत है बेहतरीन टैलेंट की? रास्ते बहुत हैं लेकिन सही मंजिल सिर्फ एक। प्रस्तुत है schoolcareer.in।
बंद दरवाजों को अब तुम छोड़ दो, उम्मीदों की नई राहें अब जोड़ लो। न भटकना है ना रुकना है अब कहीं, तुम्हारी मंजिल का पता है बस यही। स्कूल को चाहिए टैलेंट और आपको चाहिए ग्रोथ। यहाँ खत्म होती है आपकी हर वो हो खोज। प्रिंसिपल हो या टीचर, एडमिन हो या कोच, बदलो अपनी दुनिया, बदलो अपनी सोच। हजारों मौके, लाखों उम्मीदें यहाँ जुड़ती है। तरक्की की राहें अब आपकी ओर मुड़ती है। बस एक क्लिक और करियर है सेट। schoolcareer.in है आपका सच्चा मददगार। schoolcareer.in सपनों को सच बनाएंगे। schoolcareer.in बेहतर कल सजाएंगे। स्कूलों की दुनिया करियर का है ये द्वार। सफलता चूमेगी कदम, अब होगा बेड़ा पार। schoolcareer.in लिखो सफलता की नई कहानी, बदलो अपनी तकदीर पुरानी। सपनों को अब पंख लगाओ। schoolcareer.in पर अपनी राह बनाओ।